Aloha, it's Kiana, and here are today's top Hawaii headlines from the editors at the Honolulu Star-Advertiser. Also, huge mahalo to Longstrugs Hawaii for sponsoring the show. Head on over to your neighborhood Longstrugs for all your shopping needs. Hawaiian Electric Company on Thursday warned customers that their electricity bills will likely rise over the next few months. Residential bills are predicted to see increases of about 10% for Oahu customers and roughly 20% for those in Maui County and on the Big Island. The utility blamed the anticipated price hike on rising petroleum prices driven by U.S. sanctions on Russian oil. President Joe Biden announced a ban on all Russian oil imports on Tuesday. The move is in response to Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Hawaiian Electric said it makes no profit on the fuel used to generate electricity. A risk-sharing regulatory mechanism further requires the company's shareholders to pay some of the costs when oil prices rise too high. That results in slightly lower rates for customers, the company said. Hawaiian Electric is urging customers to consider investing in solar power and to take steps to conserve energy. Energy and money-saving tips can be found at hawaiianelectric.com. Customers struggling with bill payments can also visit the website for payment plans. The Honolulu Board of Water Supply is asking Oahu residents to voluntarily reduce water use by 10%. In particular, officials are asking that Metro Honolulu's 400,000 residents and Ai'a's 20,000 residents immediately reduce their water consumption. Businesses, schools, hospitals, and government agencies are asked to do the same. The request is directly related to a November fuel spill at the Navy's Red Hill bulk fuel storage facility. The incident tainted a water system serving 93,000 people on Oahu and threatened a critical island aquifer. In response, the Board of Water Supply closed its Halava shaft, which normally provides 20% of potable water to the metropolitan Honolulu area. Unseasonably low rainfall in February is compounding the island's water problems. Board of Water Supply Manager and Chief Engineer Ernest Lau said demand could overtake supply as summer approaches. The coming months are typically the driest for the state. While expressing reluctance to have to ask for a voluntary reduction in water use, Lau did not rule out the possibility of mandatory measures. Tips about conserving water can be found on the Board of Water Supply's website. The Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department has released one of the two suspects who were arrested this week in connection with the Hawaiiloa Ridge murder investigation. 34-year-old Scott Hannon was released Thursday. The department cited a California Penal Code rule that authorizes officers to release a person from custody when there is insufficient grounds to file a complaint. The other suspect, 23-year-old Juan Tejedor Barón, remains in custody and is awaiting extradition to Hawaii. Authorities arrested Barón and Hannon on Wednesday. The Los Angeles Police Department's Gang and Narcotics Division and the U.S. Marshal Task Force arrested Barón on a Greyhound bus in Anaheim, California that was bound for Mexico. Hannon was arrested in Inglewood. The pair are suspects in the murder of a 73-year-old man whose body was found in a bathtub in his Hawaiiloa Ridge home. The tub was filled with concrete and covered with a layer of coffee. Police believe the victim is the homeowner, Gary L. Ruby. Honolulu police said Barón and the 73-year-old man were involved in an intimate relationship. Barón and Hannon were allegedly living in the victim's house and using his money until neighbors complained of a stench coming from the residence. Thieves stole 15 firearms, ammunition, and equipment from an armory at the State Department of Land and Natural Resources Wednesday. An unknown number of suspects broke into the facility on Makiki Heights Drive sometime between Wednesday afternoon and Thursday morning. They took handguns, shotguns, and AR-15 rifles used in animal control operations, a source said. The thieves also made off with a Polaris utility terrain vehicle, which was later recovered in the Tantalus area. Wednesday's break-in was the second in recent months to involve a DLNR storage facility. In November, vehicles and other items were stolen from the department's Division of Forestry and Wildlife-based yard in Hilo. The vehicles were recovered, but many of the other items have not yet been found. Anyone with information about the break-ins at the Makiki Base Yard is asked to contact the Honolulu Police Department at 808-529-3111 or the Division of Conservation and Resources Enforcement at 808-643-3567. Anonymous tips can be submitted through the DLNR Tip app. A Mililani Starbucks has become the first in the state to join a countrywide effort that seeks to unionize the coffee retailer. Amy Nakabayashi has worked at the Mililani Shopping Center Starbucks for 3 years. She said the push was prompted by a month-long closure of the store in January that resulted in lost hours and benefits. Nakabayashi said communication from Starbucks managers during the shutdown was poor, and workers' schedules were often posted last minute. Mililani Starbucks workers sought representation by the Workers United Labor Union, an affiliate of the Service Employees International Union. Starbucks has had a union-free model for decades, but employees at an increasing number of stores are voting in favor of organized labor. On Thursdays, employees at 3 Buffalo, New York area Starbucks stores voted to unionize. That brings the number of U.S. Starbucks stores with a union to 6. There are about 9,000 Starbucks locations nationwide. The vote to unionize at the Mililani Shopping Center Starbucks is expected to begin later this month or in early April. Happy Aloha Friday. This week I had the chance to talk to content creator Princess May. We talked everything from business, social media, family, and more. Check out this video. Aloha and welcome back to the Star-Advertiser studio for Star News Live, and today I am sitting next to a beauty icon, content creator, Filipina fashion and beauty, Princess May. Thank you for being here.
Hello everyone, thank you for having me, Kiana. Wow.
I'm so happy you took the time out of your busy schedule to come and sit right next to me.
I'm honored to sit next to you.
I feel so special. Let's say you kind of blew up within the past couple of years, and I mean, everyone knows this, but she is Bretman Rock's sister.
Shout out to Bretman, I guess.
But aside from that, you are, creating your own
path.
Your own path.
Yeah.
And within the past couple of years, like, how hard is it for you to do that? Like, do you have a lot of people being like, "Oh, it's Bretman Rock's sister"?
Yeah.
And what do you do to like kind of divert that?
Okay, so that's like, it's not even a goal because it's everybody's still gonna see me as Bretman Rock's sister. I mean,
you guys still create content.
Yeah, even
content with
like
each other.
I always tell people, like, even if like Bretman wasn't famous, or whatever.
You're like, I'll still be famous.
No. They'll still see me as like, oh, that's her older brother's Bretman. You know, like I just see it as like that. Like I just see it as like, oh, that's her little sister. I don't really get offended, but like when people come up to me and be like, wait, you're Bretman Rock's sister. She's Bretman Rock's sister. Like it's kind of like, it's crazy because my brother introduced me on all of the YouTube videos. There's just no way nobody knows me as Princess,
Yeah.
But I don't get too like personal about it. I'm just like, okay, I'm his little sister.
Yeah.
Like,
because at the end of the day, you guys are family.
Yeah,
that's how
there's no competition between me and my brother. But I do want to get myself out of this shadow, and just become Princess May. But if people still call me Bretman Rock's sister, it's fine. I mean, like, I'm also JR's little sister. That's my oldest brother, and I find it actually like funny sometimes. I'm just like, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
But you guys are building an empire. So
Yeah.
That's the way to
Bretman Rock's sister, Princess brother, like it's whatever, like the Kardashians, look at the Kardashians.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? It's like they're all winning at the end of the day. You know what I mean? And honestly, if I'm Bretman Rock's sister, he's Princess May's brother. Sister, I mean. Brother, yeah. But honestly, I'm really grateful for Brett. He definitely helped me a lot in life, and more than, I'm sure he knows, but like, he definitely like, when they say like you can lead the horse to the water.
To the water, yeah. I know what you're saying. I'm trying to think of it.
But you can't make it drink.
Make it drink the water.
Yes. So I feel like
that's what he did.
Yeah.
Open up
I was the horse.
You.
I was the horse and I was drinking it.
To watch the full video, head on over to our Star-Advertiser Facebook and YouTube pages. For more on these stories and all the latest headlines, subscribe to the Honolulu Star-Advertiser. Visit Hawaii's top source for breaking news online at staradvertiser.com and download the Star-Advertiser mobile app. Mahalo, have a great weekend, and we'll see you back here on Monday.